Hey, thanks for joining me at Fall Creek Collectibles again. This is my first SGC grading return. Here's the box it comes in. And I'll set this up in the holder. And I'll pull these out. This is my first time doing SGC. Actually, my first time doing any kind of grading. I did look at the grades ahead of time, so I know what came. So I did 31 cards altogether. So just a little backstory before we go through these. I namely did the 79-80 hockey, Topps hockey, because I'd like to put a set together graded. And I did some Topps 93 Topps micros because SGC has the best slabs for those. However, you'll see what happens. Okay, so like I said, majorities are 79-80 Topps hockey. I sent the stickers in. Let's see if we can get that camera not to glare. Yikes. There's my sticker. Came in as a 5. Pretty disappointed. Here's another sticker. Penguins. Came in as a 6. A little disappointed. Ooh, I forgot. I had some other cards. We'll save those for last. So, the 93 Topps micros. I'm disappointed. So when I submitted these, SGC called me back and said, hey, these minis we gotta charge you extra for because of their size. I said, well, I picked you guys because your micro slabs are the best in the business. And so wait till you see these. I'm a little disappointed. So here's Derek Jeter rookie card. As you can see, it came out an 8. Now that one looks pretty darn good. The grade of 8, I guess that's what I expected. I pulled these out of a set. George Brett, 7.5. Here's where it gets kind of wonky for me. Look at how wrinkled that card protector is. Now that one also looks pretty good other than the wrinkle. Here's a Piazza Prism. Shouldn't say Prism though. It should say Prospect. Huh, I just realized they mismarked that. So Delgado and Piazza Prospect is what it should say. And here's another Topps Micro Prism. This one is cracked. This one doesn't look too bad. It still has... It's hard to see on camera, but it still has some wrinkles in that. Here's the most disappointing one. Ken Griffey Jr. 4. I mean, why is that a 4? I mean, if it had a creased corner or something, I get it. Do you get it? Here's Roberto Alomar Prism. This one turned out really cool. I got an 8 on this one. Funny thing is I got an 8 on this one and I can see there's a bad corner. Whereas the Griffey, I don't even see a bad corner on it. The slabs still do look nice. And here's the one I'm really disappointed in. Oddly, it's the highest grade. So Robin Yount, Prism, 8.5, highest grade I got. Look at how crooked that thing is. And I don't know how easy it is to tell on camera. But it just sits in there all wonky. So that's the first box. Plus there was 2 more. We'll save those for the end. Really nice packaging. Like I said, they called me back on those and said they had to charge me extra for the micro slabs, which was $5 a piece. I was a little turned off by that. Okay, here is the 79-80 Topps cards. Whoops. Trying to get a jump start on me. Here's an 8.5, highest grade I got. I love these blue cards in these SGC slabs. They look so nice. Kind of some no-namers, but this guy is not a no-namer. All-Star team. Bray Salami. I took these right out of the packs recently, and I graded them. I knew some of them wouldn't grade well. Here's another 8. Stefan Pearson. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know I removed the wax from the face of these cards. Here's the lowest grade I got, 5.5. It's not even a bad looking card. And I removed the wax, and nothing was said about it. Here's a 7.5, really off-centered. But they must have liked the corners or the edges on this. You know, the blue cards are like the black ones. They're hard to grade. Here's another 8. Wilf. Good old Wilf. Here's a 6. This one's a little disappointing because it's really centered pretty nicely, but it's got a rough edge on the top. The corners look pretty good though. That corner. This one turned out really nice. This was a really nice looking card to start with. Look how bad the lighting was in the 70s. Like the rink rat lights were so bad that they cast shadows. And the 7.5. This one was only a 7, but it looks pretty nice. I'm not terribly disappointed on the grades. This was a wax card. I showed this card in one of my videos, and it got a 7.5. Pretty good considering it was a wax card. All right, some team cards, and these really nice grade on this one. Washington Capitals team card, 8.5. If it didn't have this little hiccup right here, that probably pushes it to a 9. Little white on that corner probably pushes it to a 9.5. Little white on that corner too, that may push it to a 10. Pretty impressive though for 40-year-old cards. This one's a 6. It looks nice. There's not too much white on the corners. The bottom edge is a little rough. But it's probably hard to see on camera, but the whole card kind of sits crooked. Easy to see why that's a 6. Butch Goring. Nice looking card. It's got a white corner in the top left. A little printing woohoo right there. That happens a lot. Greg Maloney, 7.5. Really nice looking card. This one came out in 8, and I'm really shocked by that. I can see a touch of white in that corner. I can see a printing snafu there. I can see printing snafu there, and it got an 8. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole set. I love that goalie mask, but as you can see, there's lots of printing white all around this card. It's 5.5. It's kind of too bad, but 40 years. Here's another 5.5. As you can see, there's a lot of white on the printing. This one's a 5. I was hoping for better on this one. It's one of the better cards I've gotten. Dave Maloney, Rangers. Obviously, I'm looking for the Topps Gretzky rookie card. This one came out as 6, and I'm shocked by that, with as much printing white as there is on this, all along the top, even in the middle, right here. All right, and then the best two for last. I just wanted these slabbed. I bought these raw, and not the first 2 I've bought, but the first 2 raw I've bought and sent off for grading. So I do collect Minnesota Twins and Minnesota stuff in general. This is the St. Paul Saints. I didn't really care what this card was going to grade at. I love how much the red still punched, being 110 years old. I suppose I should show the back on these. I know that's, so it's a Piedmont, 350 subjects. So that means it's slightly earlier. I know they have a 250 and a 150, I think, and 750. So I'm really happy with that. Turned out cool. And last but not least, kind of bought this one on a whim. It got a grade, which I was happy about. It was a 1. And I see why it got a 1. It's normally a grade with this much stuff taken out of it wouldn't even grade out, but it is really, really centered. It's really, really readable. Other than where the paint chipped, the color is really nice. So this is Donnie Bush of the Detroit Tigers. Sweet Corporals. See that logo wore right off. 350 subjects. I'm just happy it got a 1. It could have been worse, but I think what saved it was it's so centered. Corners are obviously rounded, but if you haven't read up on Donnie Bush, very fascinating story. He is not in the Hall of Fame, but he very well could be. He was the leadoff hitter for the Detroit Tigers during the Cobb era. And his batting average was never very good. It was like 250, but he had an incredible on-base percentage. And I believe he owns a runs record still to this day. Look him up, Donnie Bush. Fascinating player. He was either infielder or second base, or shortstop or second baseman. I can't remember which. And he played quite a long time, too. I don't think this is his rookie year, but I think it's near his rookie year. And all in all, I'm really happy with a 100-year-old card. Turned out really nice. I was just happy to get a grade on it. And turned out really nice. So, if you have other questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you have questions on SGC grading, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with how their grading went down. I didn't appreciate being called and asked to pay more money for something. And then those grades came out the way they were. That Griffey is an absolute killer. But thanks for tuning in to Fall Creek Collectibles. If you like these videos, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. Have a good day.